Hi, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Black
Black
Geek Energy.
Geek
Uh,
Energy.
I love the energy today on Black Geek Energy, D'Marcus. It is infectious.
Always, brother.
Um,
Always. I got your back.
Thank you. And on today's episode, we're gonna start it off like we do every episode. D'Marcus, how has your previous week been?
It's been an eventful week, man.
Oh,
It's been an eventful week. Yeah.
okay. Do tell.
No, we got to start off with pool.
Oh
Had
my
my
god.
so the team switched to eight ball. So I had my first eight ball game in the APA
Hmm.
league. Well, I got thrashed.
Oh
Like
no.
I got beat so bad. This man beat me. He beat me to hell and back, and then left me in the middle of the road.
Oh no. Did you cry?
No, no, but I was definitely looking like I'm not getting to play because in eight ball, if you make your shot, you get to keep making shots. Well, that's the rule, usually the rule in pool anyway. But it is easier to like go on a run and run out in eight ball than it is nine ball, I think. Because you have to in nine ball you have to go in order.
Hmm.
And in the new eight ball rules, they don't count points in anything. It's whoever wins the game, whoever wins the most games. So it's much closer to like how you would play pool, like if you were just like hanging out with some friends at a bar, just like, oh, we gonna play 3 rounds of pool, best two out of three wins the game or whatever. And so it's yeah, so it doesn't really like the handicap is not as helpful because I was playing like a five and I was like, I'm not getting to shoot. He's making every shot.
I'm
He
not
is.
getting to play
I'm not. I'm watching him play. This is practice. He's running shooting drills
by
in my
himself.
face. So yeah, he beat me. He beat me 3 times in a row.
Oh
Um,
no, D'Marcus.
like the few times I did get to shoot, I was like, I got the best I can do is make a defensive shot. At one
Okay.
point, I made a defensive shot. And I was like, and I blocked the pocket.
Oh,
That's
okay.
like that's a real good defensive shot to make. So he has like two balls facing his pocket. I blocked it with one of my balls. He just knocks my ball in, and then and then looks at me to make my shot. I'm like, that's how you know you're good because you don't even care about my defensive plays.
So he knocked your ball in. Did you get that point?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So like, I get that
Okay.
ball. Yeah, but he's like, the next time I shoot, I'm winning the game. So it doesn't matter that I gave you this one ball.
Oh no.
He's like, I don't care.
Oh no. Well, did you say
um,
good game?
that is a good game. I mean, it was,
Okay.
it was a wake up call. 'Cause I think toward the end I was better because I stopped thinking like nine ball brain and
Hmm.
started trying to use my eight ball brain.
Uh, D'Marcus. What happened to D'Marcus? He just up and left. Oh no, D'Marcus, we are live. This is the show. You can't be up and walking.
Hey man, I can walk around my goddamn house if I want
You
to.
can't be quitting in the middle of the show, D'Marcus.
Anyway,
What was going on?
I had to close the door.
Oh my God. Okay.
But yeah. And then we had so since my team just made the switch to eight ball from nine ball, we still qualified for the nine ball triannual tournament that was this past Saturday. That was yesterday.
Okay.
So I went to the triannual and I still lost, but I
Oh.
lost strategically though, because
Okay.
it's a team thing. Um, so there's five people playing the game, and you know, we gotta work together to win together, not just win each individual game.
So when you lost the second time, it was
It was
taking one for
strategic.
the
It was
team.
strategic because they was like, all right, you're finna like you're three, DeMarcus. Like we don't want these games to get into sudden death where like points start to count double because then it gets too random. Like somebody makes a lucky like three balls. Now they got 6 points instead of three. Like it's
Mhm.
then so like, we're like, okay, we need to put somebody, but they had like a lot of high level players. And high level players games take a long time, and you go into sudden death if you're at the tournament. If your game against the other team takes more than like if you hit the 2 hour mark, they're like, all right, now you got to start. Now every other game after this is sudden death because you're taking too long.
But why are you going against high level players when you're just an amateur?
And I'm going to tell you why. Because it doesn't take me as many points to win a game.
Mm.
So like someone who's a level 6, they need like 48 points to win. So they gotta shoot it, they gotta knock in like 48 balls because each ball is worth 1 point. But someone who like me who's a level 3, I only need like 25. So the theory plan one was like DeMarcus, best case scenario, you win the game because you get your 25 points way before he gets close to, you know, 40, 48 or whatever, however many he needs.
Hmm.
Second scenario, um, since um since your game points, since it's easier for you to get closer to your winning score, even though you might not win, there will be a better split for us for the match points. So it's 20 match points per game, and the winner takes more of the points, the loser takes less of the points. So like if
Okay.
you win, you might take 12 points and I only get 8. So they was like, all right, that's gonna also work in our favor. And then third, and this is just one I put on myself. Third was like, oh, like I'm not since he's a 6, I'm not that great. The game is gonna go faster anyway because he's gonna have more chances to shoot and he's gonna be making more runs.
Mm.
And it worked. So like
Okay.
we were able to get 3 games like into regular play, and we only had 2 sudden death games. Even though they had like a 6 and a 7, who normally would take a long time. So um yeah, with only our last 2 games in sudden death, like we knocked it out the park with those last two.
Hmm.
So we won that, and we actually won some money. We came in second place at this tournament.
Oh, how much y'all get?
Well, once we split it all up, it was like $30 a person.
Mm. And how many are you? I mean,
I think there were 5 folks there.
you don't even know your teammates, the Marcus.
Yeah, but I think I don't know if somebody should because I had to leave early too, so I wasn't there for the second game. So I don't know if someone else showed up or if they just played before.
So how did you just leave your team like that?
Because I let them know from the beginning, it's like, hey, I can show up for the tournament, but I got something to do.
And what did you have to do?
I was going on a yacht party. I had a yacht party to go to.
All right. So you
Hmm.
just up and left your whole team.
I came in, did my job, and then was like, all right, y'all, great to see you. Good luck for the rest of this thing.
Well, that's why y'all not going to the Olympics, cause it's
To
just
the Olympics.
that level of commitment just isn't there.
This
So
is an after work pool team that we do for fun.
I
We
mean,
ain't
for fun, and
we ain't here trying to be the best pool players in all of the Bay Area. That's
all
not what
right,
we
obviously, because you can leave up and go whenever you feel like it to go to your
absolutely.
little
Folks
yacht
flake on
parties.
folks flake on games all the time. Folks shit
All
happens to
right, and
people. They
that's why
have to
y'all not
leave
going to the
early.
Olympics.
Folks
So
like, oh, we play on Monday and Wednesday nights. It's like we got to work tomorrow. I'm trying to play first so I can go home.
that's why y'all not going to the Olympics. So
Which is why we have such a great time
all
playing on the team because we don't make it like this. You got to be here. If you don't practice, you don't play kind of deal.
right. Okay, so that's why you are second. That's why you have to lose so they can win. I'm now seeing the whole vision. That's why. That's why.
I feel
God.
like that was a smart play for any team
Well, I feel like losing to win isn't that much of a smart play. I think it's kind of one of the last straws that y'all have
because
in y'all's bucket.
you short sighted, bro. You
Well,
looking at
how short sighted. You
you looking at
lost, Demarcus. You
you looking at
lost.
each battle individually. You ain't looking at the whole
So
war.
you didn't want to win your match. You
That's
went
not what I
in there,
said. That's not what
but
I said.
yeah, you said that you strategically lost your match so that your team could win.
Yes.
Oh, Okay, so you wanted
That's
to
what I did. Did I
lose.
want to win? Sure. I would have loved to have won the match. That would have made it easier for everybody. But that was not that's not priority one.
Priority one was for you to lose, so that strategically
Priority one,
your
priority
team could
one
win.
was to get that
Instead
game.
of
Jared,
it's
if you asking questions, you got to listen for the answers.
no, I wasn't asking the question. I did ask a question. I did not ask a
Oh,
question. I was making a statement. Priority one was for you to lose, so that strategically your team could win. But priority one was for you to lose. That's why y'all are going to the Olympics. Y'all are even going to ESPN 7 because y'all's team doesn't have the commitments level to be on that type of platform, DeMarcus.
you right, Jared. Because ain't none of us. This pool is not. We don't get paid like that from pool. We win a few bucks here and there, enough to buy some beers and call it a day.
You drink beer?
I do drink beer.
I forgot you're straight. All right, so
What does that have to do with being straight?
what else happened this weekend, Marcus?
Um, I've been taking up a lot of time, but
You are this pool.
I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up though. Um, I
No, I
went
want to
to
hear about the yacht party.
man that fucking yacht party, bro. Um, I went to see Teddy Swims Friday. I went to karaoke Thursday, and I went to a yacht party last night. Jared, how was your weekend? Because I want to say,
No,
I
no,
wait,
Demarcus.
Jared, I want to save some of that for the Patreon.
I'm saving some stuff for the Patreon.
Then we both got some stuff to talk about.
Oh God. All right. Well, I'm saving something for the Patreon too. But I've been actually watching a lot of things this week. I've been watching a lot of stuff this week. I got a
Mm,
whole list.
mm,
Um, One of the things that I have been watching a lot is One Piece. I
mm,
am in on One Piece. I am
mm.
what are the pirates called? The straw hat. I'm a straw hat pirate because last week I was episode 5 or 7. This week,
Yeah.
today I'm 63. So yeah, I'm loving One Piece.
Yeah, as everyone does.
The first season was really, really, really good. I choked up at certain moments.
Choked up.
Yeah, yeah. When they were going over the girl's backstory, like I was
Hmm.
like, oh. I laughed at certain places. Luffy is an idiot. They're all idiots. But I'm
Hmm.
excited to see what's next. And I just got past the part where that big whale was. Um,
Oh, I forget what the whale's name, but I know what you're talking about. It's
yeah,
got like stars on his front.
the big whale in the lighthouse. So I just
Mhm.
finished that episode where they left the whale and they have the two people. They're going to the two people's village. And you're right, they do a lot of extra stuff instead of going to the one line to get the treasure. They do be doing a whole
Hmm.
bunch of extra stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, I am a straw hat pirate, and I am really, really, really enjoying my time with them.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. So who's all on the crew yet? Who's all on the crew right now? Who's all in the crew?
the same people as last time. So Luffy, the girl, the
Nami.
boy. Yeah, Yami's the girl.
Nami.
Nami, yeah, that sounds familiar. Luffy, Yami, uh, Usopp, and they
Okay.
showed another backstory with Usopp, and his dad totally changed.
Did he?
Yes. So, like on the first
Oh.
backstory, he was a white man through and through. And then on this last backstory, this guy got dreadlocks. He had a darker tail. I'm like, okay, Yasop. So okay, I got Luffy, Nami, um, Usopp, the sword guy. Who's the sword guy?
Zoro.
Zoro. Yeah, that sounds familiar. And the kicking cook. So I got all of them so
Hmm.
far, and yeah, I'm in. I be wanting to see what happens next. So yeah,
So yeah,
I'm
you got
in.
that's the core crew right there. Luffy, Zoro, Nami, Usopp.
Uh huh.
I feel like you need yeah. You ain't got wait a minute.
The
You
cook.
said the Kiss
You
Cook,
didn't say the
Sanji's in
Sanji.
there.
That's the cook.
Yeah, Sanji.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the core crew.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, because the next person I don't get, I forget who's the next person that's going to join the crew.
Well, I
I'm not
mean,
gonna tell you.
it's no. I mean, it's a 20-year-old show, so
Yeah, I forget whether it's Frankie or Chopper that's next.
the
I
deer.
think I want to say it's Chopper the deer. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm in there.
Mhm.
I'm in there
Very-
with One
So what
Piece.
what changed from episode 5 to what episode 63 now? Because that's just like a week, and you've been knocking it out. And I think that's more
Yeah.
than 3 episodes a week, more than 3 episodes a day,
Yeah.
way more.
Um. Nothing
And that's what you
really.
promised us. You promised us 3 episodes a day.
Yeah, I
And you've done
did.
more, but I'm saying like you're
I
just doing
have
so
done
much
more. I have done more.
more. What has
Um,
changed?
what? I mean, nothing. I think I just grew to like it more. Like while I'm learning these people, while I'm seeing Luffy act a fool, while I'm
Hmm.
seeing, uh, Sanji. That's the cook's
Hmm.
name. Sanji
Hmm.
loving these girls. I really like the this fat pirate from like the first season. 60 episodes ago, like was totally
Hmm.
transformed into this nice slim woman type of thing.
Oh yeah,
So
Elvira.
Alvira, okay, sure.
Elvira, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's her name. So I'm totally liking it. I'm totally liking it.
Okay, okay.
The smoke guy with the smoke
With the
arms.
cigar.
Yeah, he was in there, so I want to know more about him and
Hmm.
the
Hmm.
daddy father, what Papa Daddy or something.
Daddy father.
Yeah, he's like a gun shooting guy
Uh-huh.
with Usopp, him and his spoiled brat daughter. I would have learned more about them. And
I don't remember them.
you don't remember Daddy Father, Papa
No,
Daddy, or whatever
no.
his name is. I know his name is something like Daddy Father.
Daddy
Um,
father.
hold on, I know his name. Daddy the Father. Yeah, Daddy the
Huh.
Father. Daddy Masterson is his name. He's a bounty hunter. Daddy Masterson.
Mm.
So yeah, I learned.
Oh, okay, 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 okay. I remember him.
Yeah.
That's during like the little island part where they go to the island where Gold Roger was killed.
Yes, yes.
Hmm.
Oh, that was a emotional time. So yeah, I'm watching One Piece. I'm in on One Piece. I've slowed down on JoJo because, as I said, I have made it through season one.
Hmm.
Season two is starting to get real silly.
Hmm.
It's not as straightforward as season one, not as hard hitting as season one, not as
Mm.
uh season one has some great moments, very violent moments, and I haven't seen those
Hmm.
violent moments in season two, but
Mm.
um still I have seen the death battle, so I am familiar with these characters, and they said that they're, incredibly silly. So
Okay.
I'm getting into JoJo. Slow down on JoJo. I think I'm only on like season episode 5 of season 2.
Okay. Okay.
I also watched the first season of The Paper, which is the spin-off season of The Office.
Mm.
So it was good. It was like, more found footagey, and I love found
Hmm.
footage, and more
Hmm.
mockumentary. So it was good. It was good. Didn't make me laugh that much, but it was something good. I also finished season 2 of Wednesday that aired this week. Um, Again, Wednesday, one of my favorite white women. Uh, and her, every time I watch her an episode, like I start to feel like
Hmm.
myself, and I just love Wednesday. How can you not love Wednesday? Because Wednesday's the best, don't you think? Wednesday is like,
I haven't started watching this new season of Wednesday. I did like the first season. What season are they on now? Two or three? Two. Okay. Yeah, I did watch the first season. And it took like a definitely a different turn than I thought it would.
mm-hmm,
Like I thought it was gonna be like very. much like in the school, figuring out, relationships and school shit. And it's like, oh, like very little of this is actually like high school drama.
I mean, but it's still young adult.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But this season, they answered a lot of questions that we had for, I think, 60 years or so when that time we started.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they also had this great episode where Wednesday and her roommate switched bodies. So
Freaky
it
Friday.
it wasn't like a Freaky Friday, and you learn in that episode that Wednesday is really allergic to color. Like she's
Wow.
allergic to color. So yeah, it was.
Wow.
I know it was a real good episode with a lot of the a lot of revelations, and I think
Mhm.
that a lot of things came to light. So yeah, I love the second season. I also saw the um this episode of no this movie called Highest to Lowest, which is the new Spike Lee, Denzel Washington, ASAP Rocky film.
Oh, I've been seeing ads for that. Yeah.
Um, love Denzel in it. Of course, Denzel, you know, he's Denzel Washington.
Right.
The guy from Cloak and Dagger was in it.
Oh
Cloak.
yeah.
Um, I like the song ASAP was singing. Um,
ASAP was thinking.
but it played just like a old 90s
Hmm.
uh crime thing. Like there were twists and turns, but they were 2024 twisty. So it just seemed like an old nostalgic movie that had like Spike Lee's touch to it. And so I mean it
Okay.
wasn't great. It wasn't that good. The performances were cool, but it was just a
Do you
movie to
think
see.
there's a trend of putting like these older prominent actors in like shittier straight to TV movies just for their name?
Well, it wasn't all that. I'm not gonna say it was the S word.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you grew up with Spike Lee movies, which I
Mm-hmm.
didn't, but if you were in college, then you would like this movie. I guess because it had like stuff for like film nerds. So it wasn't a horrible movie. It just didn't relate to me as much.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, and maybe shittier was the right word, but just like these straight to TV movies that are not
w-
like
well, this did run in
blockbuster.
theaters.
Did it?
Yeah, it ran in theaters. Apple TV, Apple, they did not promote it at all. They did
Huh.
not promote it. Another case of black films, black TV, black something not being promoted. Like, if you notice now, they are promoting Marvel Zombies, which comes out later this month. They didn't promote Riri until it was time to watch Riri. So,
Right.
yeah. But highest lowest, I mean, it's cool. If you like movies that are just a straight up story. And there were twists and turns. There were twists and turns. They
Hmm.
weren't as twisty and turny as I would want them to be. But also, Denzel Washington running through a subway. He's like a 60, 70-year-old man. So that was interesting to see.
Hmm.
Um,
Was he running slow?
no, not at all. Not
Hmm.
at all.
Okay.
Um, my final movie that I saw this week, well, not my final because I'm going to do one for my pick of the week, was The Conjuring The Last Rites.
Hmm.
This is the new.
Does does that mean this is going to be the last Conjuring movie?
That's what. That's how they. That's how they ended it.
Hmm. Okay.
They
Good.
ended it with like a flash forward.
Okay. Good.
Um, but yeah, The Conjuring: The Last Rites. I enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it. It has some parts in it that made me jump. It has
Hmm.
some parts. I watch these things in my sleep. But the
Hmm.
Conjuring franchise has always been good to me, with scaring me, with making me think about things. The one bad part of it is these hicks were sitting beside me, and
Hmm.
I went to 2 o'clock showing,
Hmm.
and oops,
2
and
p.m., 2 a.m.
2 p.m.
Mm.
These children were in there and their parents. So I'm like, why aren't you in school? It's Thursday. Take your butt to class. So why are you in here whispering and sniggling throughout the whole movie? Like you totally ruined the movie going experience for me. Like
Mm.
that's the thing. I went to this showing at this time specifically so no kids would be in there. Specifically, I go in there on my row, two kids and their adult hick mother, and like they're just talking the whole time, they're sniggling, they're doing all this stuff, and I'm like, can you please shut up? Can you please shut up?
Did you say
Because
something to him?
no, because they were like, ugh,
You didn't even clear your throat. You didn't even hit him with the.
I wasn't going to do that. If I was going to say something, I would just said shut up
Mm.
to them. But they was
Mm.
like all under their breath, and they were so young too.
Like
Ugh.
how? Like were they under 5 or?
One had to be like about 12 or
Oh,
10.
okay.
Then the other one was like about 15 or something.
Yeah. Why aren't they in school?
I don't
Maybe summer.
know.
It might be. It might still be summer for some school systems.
It's not in Coweta County. All
Uh,
the schools are in session. And all schools are in session anyway.
oh, okay.
Schools start in Georgia in like August.
Yeah. Yeah. They do. Um.
So
I don't know.
yeah, even so,
Maybe it was a sick
even
day.
no, my mom's a teacher. My mom's a teacher.
Sick day for the kids. The parents pulled
If
them out
they were sick, they don't need to be in public.
sick. Mental health day.
Well, they don't. They definitely don't need to be in a horror movie. What the what?
You find horror movies soothing and enjoyable,
I am not 10 years old.
but I'm sure you found them enjoyable when you were 10 years old.
I did.
Okay, Jared, like what are we talking about?
I'm talking about when I was 10 years old watching this movie or watching horror. I wasn't jumping at everything. They
Oh,
were
they were
jumping,
jumping?
and they had to talk about why that was scary.
Oh,
So
yeah. No, this sounds horrible.
it was horrible. It was horrible. But yeah, that totally ruined my movie going experience. But it was a good movie. Um, but there was one movie out of all the things I've seen this week that was the best best piece of movie. Best piece of movie. What is that? That was the best cinematic experience I've seen. And I would like to say that movie in a segment that is sponsored by Movie Pass. DeMarcus.
Hey.
DeMarcus, can you please tell them a little something about Movie Pass TV Play?
Of course. So MoviePass, our illustrious, our loving sponsor,
Mm-hmm.
um, they are all about making movie going easier and more accessible and more affordable. Once you get your MoviePass card, um, you can use that card, it's like a MasterCard, to purchase movie purchase movie tickets online or in person. And you will immediately go from paying 15,
Mm-hmm.
$20, sometimes even $25 per movie ticket to paying for 3 or 4 movies a month for as little as $10.
Yep. That's
As little
crazy.
as $10.
Like, that's like even a deal at this point. That's like a must have.
Right. Like there's no reason to see movies any other kind of way.
There is no reason. I don't get it. I
Unless
don't
you're just
get
like
it.
spending money, unless you're just trying to stunt. And if
Okay.
that's who you are,
Well,
do your
yeah.
thing. Do your thing. Because I've heard of folks who don't I've heard these kind of stories from women. Um but like, oh, we went on a date and he pulled out a Groupon. I was turned off. And maybe that's and maybe
Okay.
that's who you are. And maybe that's your stilo.
Okay.
Nothing but respect for it. Because if you take me out and pull out a Groupon or a coupon, I'm like, oh, this person is money savvy.
Yeah. Yeah.
They are not they ain't gonna get run up for nothing.
Exactly. And Groupon be having some interesting ideas.
They do. They do. But this is not about Groupon. This is about Movie Pass saving you, saving you immediately $10 to
Hmm.
$15 on a movie ticket.
Hmm. One movie a month, and the price of Movie Pass have already paid for itself and give you something.
And who's going to the movie once a month? Because I go at least twice.
Like between now and October, I'm going multiple times a week. Demon
Yeah.
Slayer comes out this week, then him. Like, it's gonna be crazy.
And then don't let it be like the summer blockbuster season. I'm seeing movies back to
Yeah.
back. I'm in there every week. Like it was like when I first got Movie Pass before we got the sponsorship, I was literally going to the movies like every week.
Okay,
I was like, I'm gonna
well.
just find something to watch.
Okay, well, um, uh, for my movie for to put you on saying there's a movie this week. Um,
Hmm.
I saw the making. It's called Found Footage. The making of the Patterson Project, and it was so good that I actually talked about it on the Found Footage Reddit thread. Like I posted about it. I
Mm.
made a post. I made some comments. I loved this movie because Danielle Radcliffe was in it.
Hmm.
There was also Alan Rickman, who was Professor Snape, who was in
Hmm.
it. Almost.
I'm glad you
Uh,
said who he played because I was like, I know that name, but I do not know the person.
yes, and it was so good. Okay, so this one is the footage from this French cinema museum or something of that nature. They
Hmm.
are filming and documenting a fledgling filmmaker as he makes a found footage movie about a Bigfoot sighting. So you already have a mockumentary. You already have
Hmm.
found footage. You already
Hmm.
have, meta on meta on meta. So this movie was hilarious, first of all, as they try to get money for the film, as they try to, um,
Wait, it's a found footage movie about making a movie?
yes, no, it's a mockumentary movie. No, it's a documentary about a found footage movie.
Uh, Is it a comedy?
Yes
So it's a
and no.
mockumentary.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. All right. All right. You said a lot of words. I think I know what you're talking about.
So yeah, it's funny. It's funny. They have a lot of funny parts where he is getting money for the film, the auditions
Mhm.
for people. It was very funny, but then it gets scary. It gets really, really scary, and you're like, where did that come from? So like I really definitely enjoyed the making of the Patterson Project. It was a
Hmm.
amazing, amazing, amazing movie, and yeah, I think everybody needs to see it.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Interesting. Okay.
Very interesting. Oh,
Okay.
it's
Okay.
on uh Apple TV,
Maybe I'll give it a
Amazon.
watch.
Yeah, it's $3 on YouTube and Google and stuff like
I'm
that.
not. I'm not paying.
All
I'm not
right,
paying more than what I'm already paying for streaming services. I'm not doing it.
it's really good,
I
Demarcus. It's
don't. I
really
don't
good.
care.
Well, I'll
I do
send you.
not care.
I'll do something. So
No,
yeah,
no, no.
what?
You ain't got to do nothing because I got Apple TV, so I'll just watch it there.
No, 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 no. It's not Apple TV. It's not an Apple project. So you have to pay for it. You have to rent it.
Oh, no matter where you watch it, you got to pay for it.
Hmm.
I'm good then.
Wow.
Ain't got to see it. When it's free on Tubi, I'll watch it.
And Tubi's a great place. All right, Demarcus, what do you want to put them on to?
I have been watching Yaiba Samurai Legend on Netflix.
Hmm.
It is definitely like it definitely brings you back to like the old like 80s, 90s like comical hero like type anime where like 50% of matter of fact 70 to 80% of this show is like them making jokes and just doing silly shit. but that 20% that's serious is so good. It like carries the show. Like I just watched this episode about this bat, and the bat like flies in, and he like snatches some candy from one of them. And he's like, oh yeah, they sent me to kill you, and by the way, I want this candy.
Mm, okay. So, is there any magic in this?
Um, so the whole premise is like this. There's this swordsman who's been raised in the jungle, moves to the city because something's going on with his dad or whatever. They move him to the city, um, or maybe they move to the city because he has to start school. I can't remember.
So, it's in
Uh,
modern times.
yeah, modern-ish.
Mm-hmm.
And then while he's going to school, he meets this other kid who practices sword fighting too. And it's like, oh, this is my rival. They fight a few times. The rival ends up getting possessed by a sword. Gets
Mm,
and so the hero has to go find his own like demon sword to in order to fight him.
okay.
So there is some magic from that aspect, but it's like I don't know the because even the bad guys like, oh, I'm the bad guy now. I want to take over the world, starting with Japan's like food sector, and they're gonna make like pancakes shaped like demons.
Mm, okay. So, it's just silly.
It's fun though. It's a fun watch.
All right. DeMarcus, since you are on Netflix, have you started watching The Summer Hikaru Died?
Did I start that? No, I didn't. I
Mm,
was about to start it, and I started Samurai Legend instead. Yarba.
all right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Have you started watching Damascus on Tubi?
I remember us talking about that. Remind me what that was about?
That one is about the
No,
black
different selves, uh, therapy. And he starts like going through time, something like that.
alternative dimensions.
Yeah. Okay. I have
Martin's in
not
it.
started.
Dark
I have
skin
not
up
started watching.
Biv's in it. All right. Just checking because you said you were going to start watching, and
Hmm.
it's now been a
And I
month.
will. And I will.
Okay. I'm just making sure that you understand the commitments that you made to me
Mm.
on this podcast.
Hmm.
All right, DeMarcus, do we have an activity for today?
We always got an activity, and today's activity.
Mhm.
First off, if you're joining us for the first time, I don't know why you would be. We've been doing this for 3 years. But
Well,
if it just so happens to be your first time here, the way games work, games and activities on Black Geek Energy is DeMarcus comes up with the activities, he comes up with the games, the questions, the answers. He knows the winners, the losers, who's right and who's wrong, and he will tell you what is so. Today's game,
I mean, not for everything, because DeMarcus messes up on a lot of things. Like, for instance, Luke
I
Cage does
don't I
not
don't
have a
miss
logo.
like I said. I
Okay.
come up with the questions and the answers. I decide who is right and who is wrong.
Well,
I am right,
yeah.
you are wrong.
All right. Cool.
Today's game is called Jared Knows Women.
Okay.
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
really
Jared,
don't.
there's been a few times on this podcast where you have said that you are an ally to women.
I am.
You advocate for women so hard.
Always.
And you know and what I wanted to give you the opportunity to do today is to quantify your advocacy and allyship in the form of correct answers to these 12 questions.
Okay. Well, that sounds all right. You quantify your allyship for by defending these downtrodden human beings, not by
Wow,
answering
women
a
are
silly
downtrodden.
question.
Women are
They've been downtrodden for centuries, for
okay.
millennia, Marcus.
All right.
Like women are being attacked today.
That's not one of the questions. Look, are you ready?
Sure.
Okay. And, just to say a little bit more, Jared, like this game, you always say that, like, I'm trying to embarrass you with these games.
You definitely are.
I'm I'm never trying to embarrass you with a game. Generally,
Okay.
it's like this is something that is relevant to the episode. This is something that is that people may not know that that I believe the audience will find interesting, or that I or you will find interesting, or that is relevant to our guests, or just something fun and easy that we can do. I am
Hmm.
never trying to embarrass you. Are you good? What you doing?
My thing is falling.
But yeah, all of that to say, Jared, I'm never trying to embarrass you with these games. But if you lose this game, you should feel bad and you should be embarrassed.
Okay, D'Marcus.
All right, so there are four different categories: history and tech, geek and pop culture, Beyonce, and growing up, growing up as a woman.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I expect your allyship to be multivariate, transsectional,
Uh,
cross-sectional.
let's go ahead and start with the one we want to start out with first. Let's do Beyonce. I'm wearing on. Do you know what this shirt is?
On the Run tour, on the Run tour too.
Correct. So I'm Beyonce out. Let's go ahead and let's do it for Queen B, who
Okay.
has just celebrated her birthday this week. So
Oh, happy birthday, Queen Bee. Um,
you don't mean that.
Beyonce was the first Black woman to headline which major music festival?
Glasgow.
Coachella.
No. The first one that she headlined was Glasgow.
No, Beyonce was the first Black woman to headline which major music festival?
Oh, and that's true. But the first one that she headlined was Glasgow.
That wasn't the question.
But that's the answer. She was the first black woman to headline Glasgow. And that was her
That's not a
first
festival.
major music
Is it
festival.
There's a Glasgow festival?
Glasgow, and it's in Europe.
Glasgow or Glasgow?
Glass something.
Mm-mm-mm. Now we fact checking, Jared.
Glasgow Festival. Yeah,
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
2016 in Scotland.
And she
And
headlined that in 2016 in Scotland.
yeah.
Okay, cool. That was not the answer we were looking for.
Well,
The answer
it's the
was Coachella.
answer. It's the answer.
Which major music festival? I don't think the Glasgow Music Festival is a major music festival.
I mean,
'Cause I had
hold
never heard
on.
of it. I had
I've
never heard
never
of it.
heard either till Beyonce did it, but for white people, like big white people have played there. Like what's his name? Guy who got caught in the bathroom. He played in it. Elton John played in it. Cher played it. So for white people, it's huge.
Sure, but the one we're talking about was Coachella. So, all right.
Okay, but that was the first one
Jared,
for
Jared, I'm not gonna
Beyonce.
argue with
And
you
the
about my own
first
damn game
one,
here. You got the
no,
first question
no,
wrong.
no, I did. No,
Yes,
the
you
way you
did.
worded it was it was right. It was the first headlining thing for
Beyonce, no, no,
Beyonce.
no, no, no. Because the way I worded the question was Beyonce was the first Black woman to headline which major music festival?
And
And
then
the answer was Coachella.
and,
And you know
and
what?
she was the first black woman for Glasgow as well. That was not only was she the first black woman, it was her first one that she headlined.
And see, the question you are trying to answer is which major music festival did Beyonce headline first?
No, I answered that as well.
No,
That
no, no, no,
was
no, no, no,
she
no, no, no.
was the
Because if
first
you were
black
answering that
woman.
as well, you would have said Coachella, and then you would have said your glass blows shit.
No, because that was the first one. That was for a black
Jared,
person. No other black
let's move
woman
on.
has
We're moving on,
headlined
Jared.
the Glasgow
Jared,
Festival. So I
Jared,
got that one
Jared,
right. You're not
Jared,
going to tell me about Beyonce. I got that one right.
Jared, we're moving
She
on.
headlined the
Jared, we're moving
Glasgow
on.
Festival.
Jared, we're moving on. Jared, we're moving on. We're moving on. The next category: history, science, and technology. Who was the first black woman to travel into space?
Space.
Space.
Beyonce. She did it for her Verizon commercial in this Super Bowl.
Right. And so you realize this is a history, science, and technology question. So I'm gonna probably asking you about like real facts here.
That is a real fact. You didn't see the
Mhm.
commercial?
And do you think that is respectful to the black woman who first went to space to flippantly bring Beyonce into a conversation about
I
her?
think that every astronaut who was a black woman who went into space after her respects Beyonce enough to tip their hat that she was the first one to go up there.
The answer is Mae Jemison.
Okay, well, I've only seen Beyonce go up into space, so
Wow, that's crazy.
it is.
So you only so far you only hear about Beyonce, not really women, not really, especially black women. But let's
Wow!
try some
Because
geek
Beyonce
and
is a black
pop
woman,
culture.
so
Let's try some geek and pop culture questions. Maybe
okay,
this is where you'll shine.
okay.
You'll turn it around because we only two questions in. You got plenty of time
And I
to win
got
this
one
game.
right.
You already warmed up now. I can hear it in you. Before starring in Black Panther, which actress voiced a character in the Star Wars sequel trilogy? And the sequel trilogy is like The Force Awakens, Rise of Skywalker, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. You're talking about that girl or that
Mm.
lady who
Hmm.
because in Star Wars sequel trilogy she played a force sensitive alien, so you didn't see
Hmm.
her face.
Hmm.
And
The character's name was Maz Kanata.
sure. And of course in the Black Panther she played T'Challa's love interest. Um
So what's her name?
I don't know her name, but I
All these
remember
inscriptions. What's her name?
she also was in 12 Years a Slave that she won an Oscar for. She won that beautiful dress for the Oscars in 2016 by Ralph Lauren. Um,
One of the most basic ways you can show someone respect is by remembering their name. So
and you
what's her
know that that is my
name?
issue. I know everything about her. I just don't
Mm.
know her name.
Yeah,
So
because you don't respect
I do
women
respect
enough
them. I know
to
everything
remember their
about
name.
her. Ask me another question
Mm.
about her.
That's disappointing. All right, I'll just ask you a different question. How about that?
No, tell me her name.
Her name was Lupita Nyong'o.
Lupita Ne. Of course. All right. Yeah.
All right. Oh, of course. Like, of course that's who it was.
Yeah, of course that's yeah. Cause she
Okay,
was just in the second sequel for um the Aliens movie where you can't speak. So yeah, go ahead.
mm. Oh, A Quiet Place. Yep.
Yeah,
She was really good in that. I enjoyed her.
she was.
Um, all right. Growing up as a woman,
Hmm.
um, mm, 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 mm. What age do most people, hold on, what age do most people with periods typically start menstruating?
Mm. So I definitely know this one because
Yeah, you got a sister, right? And a mother.
well, I don't know when she started menstruating.
It would be around the same time.
Um, but yeah, this has been in the news lately because of recent laws have been
Hmm.
changing.
Yeah.
So I would say like about 12.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
That's right, Jerry. Good job.
Yeah.
See, you just had to get warmed up. I knew you had it in you.
DeMarcus. Okay.
But I mean, it does seem
Okay.
I
Here we
can't
go.
we can make these questions easier. I can give you like a ABC uh option one, option two, option three type of deal. Would that help? Would that be helpful to you, sir?
Sure.
Okay, great. I got you. No problem. No sweat. No sweat, Jerry. All right. Are you ready for the next question, sir?
Um, sure. Yes, I am.
All right. Which mathematician, played by Taraji P. Henson in Hidden Figures, calculated trajectories for John Glenn's orbital flight? And I'll give you some options. It was it A, Katherine Johnson, B, Dorothy Vaughan, C, Mary Jackson.
This person was also a Hamptonian, right?
This person was also a Hamptonian. So do you respect black women that go to Hampton? Are you an ally to black women who attend Hampton University? Do you advocate for them and their stories and their
Wow.
legacies?
Wow. Um, can you repeat those names, please?
Yeah, of course, of course. Of course. Would you like the question again as well?
No, I know the question. Is who was
Okay,
the
okay.
mathematician played by Taraji P. Henson?
Was it A, Katherine Johnson? Was it B, Dorothy Vaughan? What are you looking at? Are you looking stuff up?
I'm not looking stuff up. I am looking
Was it
at the next segment for this show, but I will keep
okay?
my eyes focused there.
Okay. Was it C, Mary Jackson?
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with the second one. Would be. Would be.
Mm, mm. That is also wrong. It was Katherine
Okay.
Johnson. So you do not respect black women that go to Hampton. You are not an
Wow.
ally, nor do you advocate for black women that go to Hampton.
Even though I have been helping Emily Fire, I did that for 10 years,
Hmm
unpaid,
hmm
unpaid. I don't
hmm
respect
hmm
black women and girls as they matriculate through their education at Hampton University. Okay, Demarcus, what's the next question? Because you're really trying it today.
All right, we're gonna go back to the geek pop culture. Um, which actress who later worked with NASA to recruit women and minorities played Uhura on the original Star Trek? You remember Uhura?
I do remember
Mm,
Ahura.
okay. Was it A, Nichelle Nichols? Was it B, Cicely Tyson? Was it C, Pam Grier?
It was A.
It was A, Nichelle Nichols? That's
Yeah.
correct. That's correct. Good job, Jared.
Woo, child. I was thinking Eartha Kitt, honey.
The fucking kid. She. Okay. All right. All
That
right.
was the
All
first thing
right.
that came to mind. Then I knew that was wrong. So, all right.
All right. Another Beyonce question.
Okay.
What is the name of Beyonce's on-stage alter ego?
Sasha Fierce.
Absolutely, Jared.
You
Easy peasy.
definitely got to come harder than that.
Oh,
But
well, I did.
she.
When I did, you didn't get it. You didn't get it quite
I
right, though.
did get it right, Demarcus. No, that was her first. That was the first. That was the first headlining tour that Glasgow had a black woman as the person in front. And it was the first headlining tour, headlining festival for Beyonce. I did get it right. I did get bonus points. And Beyonce
No,
does
you didn't, because
not
you
use.
didn't make this game.
Yes, I did. And Beyonce does
No,
not
you
use Sasha
didn't.
Fierce anymore ever since Blue was born. So
I mean, that's fine.
you're not going to tell me about
That
Beyonce.
wasn't part of the question.
Well,
All right. Next question, Jared, because we this is I want us to have time to actually talk about the topic. All right. Growing up as a woman.
huh? Wait, what do you say?
Growing up as a woman.
Okay.
Black women in the US are how many times more likely to die from pregnancy-related causes than white women? Is it
200
A?
times.
Is it A, one?
200%.
Is it A, 1.5 times?
No.
B, 3 times? Or
No.
C, 5 times more likely?
Well, I think that it was 6 times. So I'm going to go with what's closer to six, and that's five.
Mm. Um, 3 times more likely is the answer we're looking for. Black women are 3 times more likely to die from pregnancy-related causes than white women. Though I'm sure that stat has been manipulated depending on where you're getting it.
Yeah, where'd you get it?
Jared, this is not the fact checking part of the
Is
show.
this Chat GPT? Is this Chat GPT? I knew it. That's why you come with these poor
Next question.
Beyonce questions and these.
Next question.
Okay.
True or false?
True.
Beyonce
Or
has
false?
more Grammy wins than any other artist in history.
True.
True. That is true. She secured the title in 2023. I saw the hesitation. So
There was no hesitation
we
because
have
I
confirmed.
remember when Trevor Noah was doing it, was telling her that she won it on the stage. She was already up there, and Trevor Noah said, "We have a surprise announcement. This is an important announcement. Beyonce just won, and now she is the most awarded Grammy awarded person in history. She is also the most Grammy nominated person in history."
So we know you respect Beyonce. We know you advocate for Beyonce. We know you are an ally to Beyonce knows. Carl. Ain't nobody step to you about your commitment to that woman. When it comes to other black women, we're still figuring that out. We're still figuring that out. All right. Geek and pop culture. In Marvel Comics, who was the first black woman to join the X-Men?
First black woman, Aurora Monroe.
That is correct. It was Aurora Monroe, aka BKA Storm.
With X-Men #1,
Mm-hmm.
1961.
1961. Look at you, sounding like our boy
That's probably
Kevin
wrong.
Greavious. Sounding like Kevin Greavious.
That year is probably wrong. I think it was in the 70s, but
Yeah.
it was X-Men #1.
That's crazy. All right. Who became the first black woman to win a Nobel Prize in Literature in 1993? Why is your face so afraid, Jared?
In literature,
Mm-hmm. She's a very prominent author.
I know. What is her name? Was it for poetry?
Let me give you the options.
Give me some options.
Let me give you the options. A. Maya Angelou. B. Toni Morrison. C. Alice Walker.
And you said a Nobel Prize?
Nobel Prize in Literature in 1993.
I'm gonna go with Maya Angelou.
It was Toni Morrison.
Oh.
Angelou would have been winning her prizes before 93.
I mean, that's when she was on Oprah, so.
So you fuck with Beyonce and Oprah. Got you. All right, last question, Jared.
Wow. Toni Morrison is a queer person as well.
Don't be trying to make it up to her now.
Oh my God. What was the book for that she won the Nobel Prize?
I don't think they do the Nobel Prize for like one particular thing. It's like a an
overarching. Okay.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you've done all of these things, so now you get the Nobel Prize. But maybe it was for one book. I don't know. I didn't look that deep. All right, last question, Jared. Are you ready?
Sure.
Growing up a woman. On average, how many years does it take for a person with a uterus to get a correct diagnosis for endometriosis? Is it A, 2 years? Is it B, 7 years? Is it C, 12 years?
I have no idea. I do know that this is a disease that plagues many women. Cynthia had this. A lot of housewives have had this.
Endo.
And you said once they start getting symptoms.
No. How many years does it take for a person with a uterus to get a correct diagnosis for endometriosis?
I have no idea.
Is it
I have
A,
no idea.
2 years, B, 7 years, or C, 12 years?
I'm just gonna go with 7 years.
7 years? That's correct, Jared.
Oh,
Your instincts paid off. And that's the
okay.
last question. And I want to go back through and just like talk about how you did.
I did great.
You
I did
got
great.
you had 6 out of 12 questions correct.
7 because I got the first one correct.
And I would say if we were to look at this as empirical data
Wow.
and draw conclusions on your allyship and
Mm.
advocacy based on only this data, which is not the proper way to do research.
It's
I will
not.
admit that. I will admit that.
It's not.
You are only half an advocate. You are only
Wow.
half the advocate you say you are.
Yeah.
Half the ally that you say you are.
Wow. Wow.
Half.
Um.
And last I checked, as Hamptonians who carry the standard of excellence with them wherever
Okay.
they go.
Okay.
Half is not succeeding. Half is not passing. 50% is less than inadequate when it comes to men of our stature
Okay. Well,
and our pedigree.
Demarcus. Well, I'm thankful that your rules are not the rules for allyship. Because in my world, which is the real world, allyship is not based on what you know, it's based on the actions that you do for other people. For
Oh, absolutely.
instance, for instance, you cannot be an ally because you went to gawk at gay people at, let's say, Folsom. So let's go ahead and call a spade a spade. I have been an ally to black people on this podcast and off this podcast for many, many years. So yes, let's go ahead and make sure that we all know that. Okay, okay.
This redirection tactic is beneath you. You're better than this. And
No, no.
I know you are. And I wasn't done. If I could add one more thing to
Oh no.
this analysis, um, was the way the data shows up, Jared, you got 2 questions right in every category except history, science, and technology. So if I were to draw conclusions, which is, what I do day to day in my job, I would say that you do not care. You care the least about Black women and their contributions to
Wow.
history, science, and technology specifically, because you got all of those questions wrong. You do not care to commit
Wow.
those accomplishments to memory or even instinctually be able to ferret out
Okay. Okay. Are you
what
done?
those accomplishments might have been and who might have accomplished them.
All right. Okay. All right.
But when
Okay.
it comes to comic book stuff and Beyonce and basic women stuff, you all over it, bro.
Okay.
You all over it.
Would you have known any of these
So it
answers?
seems like you from this data, only from this data,
Okay.
and there's so many caveats around this particular study, and we'll have to do more. Um, you only care about Black women when they are here to entertain you.
Okay, Demarcus.
You only care when they're here, and if they are contributing to society in any realm outside of that, you
Wow.
could give 2 shits. You don't give a fuck.
All right,
So
Demarcus.
so you're
Are you
better. You're
done?
better than
Wow,
you're
it's
better
still
than the
going. We
men.
have a whole show to
You're better
do.
than the men who are like, get back in
Oh
the kitchen.
God.
You're
And
better
we
than them.
still got a show to do. We're an
You're
hour
better than the
into
men who are
this.
like, nah, you should be barefoot in the kitchen.
Oh my God.
But you only want them on stage or behind the mic.
Okay. Are you done, DeMarcus?
I am done.
Okay.
Thank you for playing. This has been a great game. You should feel bad
As I
today.
said, all you do is try to embarrass me.
You
And
did bad and you should feel bad.
just so you know, for your knowledge going forward, Toni Morrison won the Nobel Peace Prize for literature for the book Beloved.
It was for a specific thing. How about that?
Oh my God. All right. Today we're shining the spotlight on all the women who've inspired us. And DeMarcus, I thought that we could name one in anime, in TV and film, in music and pop culture, in comics, and in video games. These are the powerhouses who shaped stories, challenged norms, and gave us unforgettable women. It's time for all our wonderful women that I respect deeply and I love. And I
Jared,
love in every
this is
way
not the prep that you
except for
gave me
sex.
for this
Except for
episode.
sex. Um,
This
it's
is not the
time
prep
to
that you gave me
give
for this
them
episode.
their flowers.
This is so much broader than what you told me in the text messages this morning
Well,
before we.
I was okay. I was trying to watch the latest episode of The Summer He Covered Died. That's not dubbed, so I was trying to not look at my phone, and you
Mm,
were disturbing me. But
mm.
what did you think this was gonna be?
At first, I thought it was going to be an episode about Wonder Woman. I was like, oh, dope. Episode
Oh no.
about. I was like, this is a creative title.
Okay.
and then, and then I asked you, and you were like, hold on. What did you say? You was like, the woman we like. And I was
Yeah.
like, Mount Lady? And you was like, sure. And I'm like,
Okay.
okay, so we're talking about anime women, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. No.
All right. Well, I'm ready to roll with it. Let's do it. Whatever you got going
All
on.
right.
That's what we're doing. So
TV and
what are the categories I need again?
TV and film, music and pop culture, anime and animation, um, comic books, and video games. Let me start off. TV and film. One of my favorite black women that I love in TV and film is, of course, from Living Single. She is
Mm,
Maxine Shaw, attorney at law.
mm.
She was so hilariously funny, and she has made an appearance on Invasion, which I'm also watching Invasion on Apple TV. And she actually came up in Invasion. She came up in a few things recently. She has a podcast now with Sinclair where they are recapping the show that I need to
Mhm.
really listen to. But
Oh, I've seen
Maxine,
that. Yeah. Well,
how is it?
I haven't seen. I've seen like clips. The
Oh,
clips.
okay. Because I
Yeah.
really need to listen to that show. But Maxine Shaw is one of my favorite characters um, on TV. She is an amazing actress. Let me find her name right quick. Let me see. Let me find her name right quick. Um, no, I don't want her acting name. I want Erica Alexander. The
Mm.
best character, the best actor in the world, and I love her. So, yes. Yes. That is my
Oh,
wonderful woman for
right.
TV and film.
Because you don't respect them enough to like remember their
Oh my
name.
God. Who is your wonderful woman for TV and film?
Mine is Issa Rae. I fell in
Oh!
love with Issa Rae during the Insecure days, as everyone else did. Uh,
Mm.
and I was hip to her during the awkward black girl phase, and I tried to get into it. I watched a few episodes of Awkward Black Girl on YouTube, and it was exactly what everyone said it would be. It was entertaining, and it was too cringy for me. Like I watched, my skin would crawl watching that show because I was like, this is so awkward,
Mm.
which was the point. Which
Which
was the
was the
point.
point. Mm-hmm.
And I was like, she's doing this she's doing this amazingly well. I cannot watch. Um, but since then to go from like,
YouTube.
YouTube the YouTube sensation, I'm just here putting these little movies out, these little clips out on YouTube to the powerhouse in the industry she is, where she's
Hmm.
not only, giving herself space, taking up space and advocating for herself in that space. She's making room for like all of these other women and all these other shows that we're seeing come through. You know, I respect it.
Yeah. Have you tried her wine?
Have I tried the one? What was it called?
The Ray.
The Ray. I have not tried it actually.
So Issa Rae is just wow. I remember her watching one of her interviews on Conan O'Brien when I was little, when she was doing
Hmm.
her Awkward Black Girl. She said, "My dream is to have a show on HBO like Curb Your Enthusiasm," and then she got
Mm.
it.
And
But
she got it.
then she got it. Um, but she did other shows on YouTube, and this
Hmm.
is before Pharrell picked her up on
Hmm.
YouTube, that I think that you would really enjoy.
Hmm.
Especially this show called Fly Guys. It's like little 7-minute clips on YouTube
Hmm.
um, that show her brother, her real life brother, and
Hmm.
his friends as they have this rap group. As they try to, they try to have this rap group, and this is the funniest show. This is like TikTok before TikTok. Like this show, like everybody says, Awkward Black Girl, Awkward Black Girl, Awkward Black Girl was amazing and everything.
Hmm.
I personally loved Fly Guys. Fly Guys was my show. I would run I would be checking it every day. And this is
Hmm.
of course before YouTube was owned by Google. When YouTube was just by itself. I would
So
check
before
it
it was like completely monetized and like there's a commercial every other episode.
yes, yes, and I would check it every day, see where there's a new episode. And we go months without a new episode. But I loved Fly Guys. It's FLYY Guys, and it is
Hmm.
so funny, hilarious. Like, and I still follow them on Instagram,
Fly
and they're
Guys.
yeah, and
Mm.
like they're not as hilarious anymore, but they're still nice, and I would love to have them on this show. So,
Mm.
Fly
Okay.
Guys is the I always thought it was funny the awkward black girls for me. It was hilarious.
Okay.
Oh my god. Okay. Music and pop culture. Well, we all know I love Beyonce.
And
And I
that's your
think
music and pop culture one.
that would be too easy for me. So for
Hmm.
music and pop culture, I'm gonna go Megan Thee Stallion. I'm gonna go
Mm.
Megan Thee Stallion because Megan
I fuck with that.
has, yes, Megan has proven that she is a powerhouse. Her new show on Apple TV, this year where she's hosting it called K-pop,
Hmm.
it blends like uh, um, Americanized and uh, K-pop. Like they had Spice Girls and a K-pop band, and they
Hmm.
did Kylie Minogue and some boys singing. I thought it was very good, and I would watch the whole thing on Apple TV
Mm.
sometimes this week. And her documentary was so powerful. Have you
Mm.
seen that yet?
Megan Thee Stallion documentary? No, I haven't.
Yeah, yeah. It's so powerful. And I love how she owns who she is. Like, I know just recently, like 2 days ago, she sent a mariachi band to one of these
Hmm.
YouTubers who talk about her all the time, who talk about her deal with that little midget boy who we shall not say on this TV. And
Do you remember his name?
I know his name,
Oh, okay.
but
Hmm.
I don't care for it.
Hmm.
And he's in jail
Mm.
now, where he needs to be. Needs to be deported back
So
to
the
Canada.
names of those who harm black women are locked in, but the names of the black women themselves escaping.
We should remember their names, but we don't have to say their names. So,
I think we should remember the black women's names. Who?
and her name is Megan P. So, yeah. Uh, She has done amazing things. She has been through
Mm-hmm.
things, and she is always constantly on my mind. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I just want the best for her moving forward. I want the best
Mm-hmm.
for her. I want her to always succeed, and anything that she does, I'm gonna be right there. So I'm saying Megan Thee Stallion.
Nice, nice. Um, yeah. I think one of mine is well,
Glorilla.
I am a glow nigga. Um, but I'm gonna say Cardi B. Yeah.
Oh!
And I think very much in the same vein as Megan Thee Stallion, like she is very much herself. She very much like owns who she is and never and like I have not seen her code switch or like try to blend into these spaces that she's in. Like she when she's in the room, you know it
Hmm.
immediately. And she's, not only immediately recognizable, but like so relatable to so many people. And I've read a few things about her, and I've heard how she has like a lot of these like political opinions, and been able to hear her speak about them.
Hmm.
And I, that is one of the more refreshing things for me to see because, you know, I like trap music. I like to be in a club. I like to see ass shaking. I
Hmm.
like to throw money. I, so I resonate with a lot of the imagery that Cardi B speaks about. But at the same time, I also live in a world that is
Right.
disproportionately, you know, disenfranchises Black and brown people, and to see her like
Hmm.
stand up for that kind of stuff, it really warms my heart because it's like, look, I can party and what I'm saying, be like, uh, defund prisons.
Hmm. Yeah, Cardi B, she's always been on the front lines. She's always been herself for her whole
Hmm.
career, even with Love and Hip Hop. And the way that she blew up was very inspiring.
Hmm.
And I wish that for all of us. And yeah, Cardi B is great. And her recent, I love this about her. In this recent court case that she just
Hmm.
won,
Hmm.
um,
She was like the
a
next one. Go ahead. Sorry.
no, you can go ahead.
She was like, the next one of y'all that bring a frivolous case to me,
Yeah,
I'm wringing your neck. These are not her exact
exactly, exactly.
words.
And when a reporter, because these people aren't reporters, they're just doing things for the shade room or whatever. One of these reporters asked her a very disrespectful question
Hmm.
about her new child and new boyfriend and her ex who cheated on her constantly. And outside the courthouse, not even off the steps, she took a pen for somebody who wanted that autograph and threw it at this reporter.
Mm.
Like, and I mean, she's real. She's real. She said, "Don't ever disrespect a black woman like that again,
Yeah.
ever."
Yeah.
And she doesn't care where she is. She doesn't care about the assault charges that are probably coming swiftly from from their lawyers. But she was like, "Don't ever disrespect us again, ever, no matter
Yeah.
who or where or you know, you know, what we're doing. Never disrespect us again." I love that for her. So yes, that was a good one.
Hmm.
All right, so for animation, I'm gonna go the black person who's not really black thing.
Mm.
And I'm going to say Garnet from Steven's Universe. If you remember, Garnet was voiced by Estelle. So, I
Hmm.
mean, she might as well have been black. But she was actually two diamonds that were fused together because they loved each other so much. They couldn't be away from each other. And
Oh.
when they fused, they could actually see the future. And everything
Mm.
about Steven Universe was sad.
Mm.
Was uh um it brought a tear to my eye. I remember when I binged it, at first it was like, we are the Crystal Friends, I was singing the theme
Mm.
song all happy. Then by episode 20, I'll be like,
Hmm.
we are the Crystal Friends. Choking up at just the theme song alone. And Garnet was a big reason why. Because, I'm not really, I don't know that much about lesbian relationships, or
Mm.
relationships in general. But
Mm.
the love that they had, it didn't cause for all that, Demarcus. The love that they have for each other in order to make Garnet, like you could feel that. Any child could
Mm.
feel that. So I'm gonna have to go Garnet from Steven Universe.
Okay, okay. I do not have an animated black woman for
Mm.
mine. I wanted to say Regina King. Um,
Okay,
yeah,
she
because
has voiced a lot of animated people.
she's voiced like a lot of folks, and most notably Huey and Riley from the Boondocks,
Mm-hmm.
um, which is something that I really enjoyed learning. Because I enjoyed the Boondocks show, and then I found out who all of the people, the voices and the minds behind it were. And I feel like that happens so often in Japan. They have like um, someone of the opposite gender voicing a character, and that happens so much in anime. I'm glad we were able to bring some of that to an American cartoon. She, is not only an actress; she's also a director and a producer.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you know, she that's my one.
Yeah, Regina King's a good one. She also has a wine out. She just made it recently to honor her son who lost his life last year.
Hmm.
So y'all
What
gotta try
is
that too.
what
It's
is
like
with
orange or something.
what is with black people um creating liquors when they get famous?
Wine, I think, is easy to do.
Mm-hmm.
And it is a good income generating thing because
Mm-hmm.
bars need wine, restaurants need wine, people
Mm-hmm.
need wine.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I know that Beyonce actually does a liquor
Mm-hmm.
called Sir Carter, and
Mm-hmm.
that is $95 a bottle. So I have not tasted it yet.
Mm.
But again, that is a thing that people need. Like if you are a bar and if you're selling shots of Sir Carter, then that's $20 a shot.
Mm-hmm.
Shots are tiny, 20 or
Yeah.
$30. So
Shot is what, like 4 ounces of liquor or
um,
something like that? 2 ounces of
oh,
liquor?
I don't know how much shot
It's
is
not a
that.
lot.
It's not a lot, but okay. But I think that that's why if you have the income to, um,
A shot is an ounce and a half of liquor.
yeah, at a high end bar, because my shots don't be no ounce and a half, child.
Mm.
but
Yeah.
um, but
Give me the
yeah,
full 2 ounces, bro.
yeah. If you too, if you have a the income to, liquor is a easy,
Excuse me.
especially wine, because there are already wineries. So
Hmm.
yeah. All right, comics. It would be easy for me to do Storm. I did a whole
Hmm.
episode here on Storm.
Hmm.
Now is time to go ahead and do Monica Rambeau, the previous leader of the
Mm.
Avengers. She is somebody that I need to see more of. She's not in
Hmm.
the comics now. Like, why? She is dating Blue Marvel. And have you seen the new Marvel Zombie? We'll talk about it on the Patreon.
Hmm. Hmm.
But
Hmm.
Monica Rambeau, I think that it's a shame that comics um, do not show her more because she is the ex-leader of the Avengers. She is a powerful figure. She was on the Ultimates team, which was the most powerful superhero group in the Marvel universe. Monica
Hmm.
Rambeau, Captain Marvel, Spectrum. She deserves to be honored and feared for the powerhouse that she is. And
Hmm.
it's
Hmm.
just always a shame that Monica is regulated to the background of the background when she should be right there in the foreground with the Storms and the Wolverines and the Captain America. So I'm gonna say Monica
I
Rambeau.
agree. Okay. Okay. Cool. Um, I'm gonna go Riri Williams. Little bit of a low hanging fruit. I understand.
Not
But
at
I think
all.
but I think she's really hot right now. I think and I want to see more of Riri.
Okay.
Um,
Like
after
in
I was
comics or in TV or.
in comics in comics and throughout. I think that it was a brilliant move by Marvel to introduce Riri Williams as a successor to Iron Man, because she is so far away from what Tony Stark is and what we know Tony Stark to be. You know, billionaire, uh, billionaire playboy philanthropist,
Mhm.
humble, humble young black woman from Chicago. Maybe not so humble. She a little cocky, but you know, it's I think that what made me so excited when they introduced Riri is like, oh, the stories that we are going to see about this hero in an iron suit are going to be so different and
Mhm.
so much richer um, than what we get when we read about Tony and being Iron Man. Um, so I want to see more Ironheart. I want to see more. Um, I want to see more Riri.
Okay. I agree. I definitely agree. Um, I need to actually do a search for my video game one because I know what game it is. I do not know her name. That is because I
Hmm.
never actually played this game. All I played was the demo.
Mm.
Um, but the demo was so good. The battle system was good. The um, the controls were good. I did not get into the story because they are, the story was part of
Hmm.
the main main game, so I could not get into that. But
Mm.
I did, goodness, and I did really enjoy this story. I really enjoyed this little girl. I just do not know the name, but her game was scrolling all the way down to 2022. Square Enix makes a lot of games. Okay, let's see. 2022. No, 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 no. Forspoken.
Mm.
Forspoken.
Hmm. Hmm.
And her name was Frey. Alfre
Hmm.
Frey Hollard. Um, a young woman who was transported from New York to this fantasy world. I thought that this was really good. She moved in this land really good. She bantered a lot. She had a little companion that she bantered with. And I thought those little banter companions were exceptional. And they were real as well.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, I didn't play this game because I just didn't have the money at the time, and then it
Hmm.
kind of
Hmm.
slipped from my mind. But I've always wanted to go back to it, and I've always said that if they did the battle system from Forspoken and they put that in their last Final Fantasy game, I think it was 16. Final Fantasy, that was
Hmm.
the last one, right? Final Fantasy 16? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Final Fantasy 16, which was a horrible game. A horrible game from the
Why
top
is it
down.
horrible, Jared?
And I love Final Fantasy. I played every Final Fantasy game 6. This game was horrible. Horrible. But I've talked about that on previous episodes. It was
Hmm.
horrible. You couldn't even poison, you couldn't heal. Oh my god, but they had put the battle system for Forspoken and they put it into Final Fantasy 16. That would be an exceptional game. That would be the game that everybody talks about, that everybody needs right now. But yeah, uh we needed more games like Forspoken, and they did a great marketing campaign. but unfortunately, it didn't resonate with the people. So
Forspoken did it?
no, because the
Mm.
story wasn't good.
Mm.
But
You know,
yeah,
there's plenty of games that center men that have shitty stories, so whatever.
exactly, exactly.
Which
Um,
those games also do badly.
yeah, I need to play that new game that on Xbox. Let me see, Xbox game. It's like something. I forgot what
Hmm
it's called. We were talking about it on our episode with Neo. Um,
Um, South of Midnight?
yes,
Okay.
South of Midnight. All right, so Forspoken is mine for Black, for Wonderful Woman. Who's
Okay.
yours?
Cool. I am going to go with Mio Hudson from the game Split Fiction.
Oh, so you
Now,
play Science Fiction?
yeah, me and Shauna played together.
Oh, I
I-
didn't know she was black.
I'm not sure she's a black woman. She is a brown woman.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I guess on Black Geek Energy. Okay.
We like black and brown people around here, Jared.
Mm-hmm. We
Over there
do.
looking super light skinned.
Don't ever. Do not ever, because I am not as light as you are, you bastard.
I look darker than you right now. Anyway,
Well, only
um,
because you don't have proper light in your house.
Neo Neo is a brown woman in the game Split Fiction. She is the counterpart um to Zoe. I can't remember that person's last name, but that's the white woman that she's traveling with. But Neo writes science fiction. And the reason she is in the situation she is in the game is because like her dad is diagnosed with cancer, and she has to do like a lot of arguing and whatnot with um the doctors and like insurance companies to make sure he's getting the best care
Mm.
that he can. So she like advocates for, and so she really kind of a little bit has like a no nonsense like attitude. She's definitely got that like that that older big sister sort of mindset where it's like I'm the family manager and everything kind of like falls on me. Um,
Okay.
because I was here first and I had to start helping out while everybody else started having fun. So that everyone else could keep having fun. But yeah, so yeah, that's what I want to see. That's the one I'm gonna do for video games.
Wow. Wow. And
I'm
you
not
really
that deep
like
in the
her
game
character?
yet.
Were you her or were you the white woman when y'all played?
It switches because we don't really like sometimes Sean plays first control, sometimes I play first control, so we don't really attach ourselves to any particular character.
Okay. All right. So yeah, a cool, quick conversation about our favorite women across all of media. We had some really good choices, and Demarcus, I didn't know you were a Cardi B fan like that. So yeah,
Hmm
that was good. That was good.
hmm
Demarcus, do you want to answer a question from our friends at Six Brown Chicks?
Sure.
Okay, Demarcus, as we do every week on here, I'm going to read the first sentence of four questions. Demarcus going to tell me which one she likes the best. He
Mm-hmm.
likes the best. I'm not going. I'm not scrolling all the way down this time. I just scrolled a little way down. So this is September. All right, four questions. Reading the first sentence. Six brown chicks. Let's go. First, I love Rodney. Okay. Second question. My husband, married 5 years, hasn't touched me in a year.
Mm.
Third question. I'm working multiple jobs, but I'm not driving in the US, aka the third world country wearing a Gucci belt.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
And number four, I decided to spice up our marriage. So, which one do you want me to read in full?
I want to do one of the marriage ones, and let's
Okay.
go with the one where she ain't been touched in a year.
Okay. All right. This is a long one. All right. So, here we go. My husband, married 5 years, hasn't touched me in a year. I kept myself presentable. We have two toddlers, and I keep the house as clean as possible. We're financially stable. Not wealthy, but not in dire straits either. Hold on, this thing is stuck on my foot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Can I stop? Okay. Not wealthy, but not in dire straits either. When I'm in a mood, I wake him up with a sensual blow job. He releases, showers,
Mm-hmm.
and says, "Thanks." My 2 year old was playing with a children's app on his phone. I used that opportunity to snoop. Text message to my husband. That was different, unexpected, and somehow it turned me on. My husband replied, "You're so good at it. Are you okay? Am I the first man you ever pegged? Call me. I want to hear your voice." The sender was his stepsister. I confronted him immediately. His eyes turned cold and soulless, like a shark's eyes. Tell somebody and I'll erase you, cry on Facebook, and plan the balloon release. Me, I'm not scared of you. Him, you won't have the time to be scared. He threatened me. My marriage can't be saved. I'm tired of it all. I need to know how to leave him and our monstrous kids behind.
Monstrous?
I want a fresh start. But
Why
the
did the
best,
kids catch strays in this? What did the kids do? The kids, all
I,
the kids do was be born. They
but the
didn't ask for
best,
none of this.
I want a fresh start. What's the best way to disappear and start anew? Advice.
Hey, hey, hey,
I don't
hey.
know.
I would say, ooh, if we could run this back down real quick. So she's been married 5 years, but for the
Yeah.
past year, her husband has not touched her.
Okay.
She getting and when she's feeling, a little spicy, she'll wake him up with a blowjob.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so the last time she did it, he came, went ahead and got in the shower, said thank you.
Do
I
you
did.
like getting waking up by blowjobs?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Do you not?
I mean, I feel like I have to pee in the morning, so I don't want to
Um,
pee in someone's mouth.
that's crazy, Jerry. You took this down piss alley, and we was just going on Head Street.
I'm not really a head guy, but
Mm, like receiving.
yeah.
Okay. Um, but yeah, so this lady, she's like, and was she saying that's weird, or was she saying when he just got up, said thank you, and like walked away? Was she saying that's weird, or was she like, or was that like the text message that she was reading later on?
Yeah, that was the text message because her 2 year old was playing on a children's app on his phone,
Mm-hmm.
and she was reading a text message that said that was different, unexpected, and somehow it turned me on.
And that's from him to the person, to the sender. Oh, wait, no, the sender sent that to him.
No, that was from him to his stepsister who was
Hmm.
pegging him.
Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Um, so she found out her man getting pegged by his stepsister,
Hmm.
which is distasteful, but not illegal and not incestuous. I want to make these points.
You don't think stepsister is incest?
N Technically, it's not.
Mm.
Technically, it's not. You're not related by blood.
Mm.
It's like I said, it is distasteful. So your reaction is the correct one. It's like, the only people who make these kinds of distinctions. Anyway. Uh, um, I don't know. The first thing I wanted to say about this is, lady, I need you to say a quick prayer to God and thank him for uh for the way that situation plays out, because I know, and I've heard too many stories where like women really do get hurt after they find out something that is compromising to a man's sexuality.
Mm.
Um, and so I absolutely think you should confront him. You should have confronted him about this. He's stepping out on you on your marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think the way you confronted him about this was very dangerous.
Okay.
Um, and I'm glad it all worked out. Um, Second thing, I would not get too much deeper into this than he's cheating on you, and if and how he's cheating on you, I feel like it's less relevant. Like whether he's cheating with a man, cheating with a woman, cheating with a woman who's fucking him, he's cheating. He's stepping out on your marriage. This is not the kind of marriage y'all have, and he's sneaking and lying about it. So there should alone should be grounds enough to like be like, all right, I'm ending this. So, but him getting paid, I'm just like, yo, let that man freak flag fly. Like him, like that's his king. And maybe it's something that he brought up, and this is me adding shit to it, which I always get on you about. Maybe he's brought this up to her before, and she said, "I'm not with it."
Mm.
But from the sound of the text message, it sounded like this was like a first time thing. The stepsister just whipped it out on him, and he was like, "All right, let's keep going." Um, yeah, go ahead and drop this one because he don't want to be there, or he doesn't. At the very least, he does not see y'all's relationship as a place where he can experiment and be his full self sexually.
Um. Yes. Uh. Um. I agree with DeMarcus. I don't think that he ever brought that up to his wife.
Hmm.
Um. But I am actually, I'm okay with any man exploring, what they like in the bedroom. What and this whole thing, it's the same thing as the market says. She should have been more careful. You know how men are with their sexuality.
Hmm.
Um, uh, but yeah, she does need to start the process in leaving him. Everything he said was correct. Everything the market says was correct. The thing I don't really understand was your distaste for your own children. Like, where did that even
Yeah,
come from?
yeah.
Now that's
And I think
worrying.
and I think sometimes that happens like and you see it happen across the board with men and women. Like people like have children with this person that they hate, and then they're like, "Oh, I hate the fucking kids too."
Yeah,
Because I hate everything about you and everything attached to you.
yeah. And that's kind of sad because, the children didn't ask to be here. The
Mm-mm.
children did not ask to be
They're
here.
catching strays.
Y'all brought them in there. So now it's like, do you not love your kids anymore that you carried for 9 months each? Or
Hmm.
like, what's going on with these kids now that y'all are about to break up, hopefully? It's very, I'm worried about them. Um, it you didn't mention anything about his fathering, but maybe the kids don't need to be with you. They need to be with his father. And the way that you are putting this whole thing online, like it's nothing really
Hmm.
backs my point up. But besides breaking up with him and doing all that stuff, I agree with everything DeMarcus said. So yeah. Um, So, DeMarcus, we have finished our episode, and you can follow us at Spell Black Geek Energy, Instagram at Black Geek Energy, Facebook at Black Geek Energy, Blue Sky, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Threads at Black Geek Energy, one word, Twitter, BG underscore pod. DeMarcus, you say you were buying a lot of stuff at the beginning of this episode, but I have not seen your order come in on our Pinterest yet.
I
What's
didn't
going
say
on?
I didn't say I was going to buy anything at the beginning of this episode.
You said you got some tickets.
Oh, because those were hella cheap. Um, Okay, okay, I see what you're saying now.
Okay, I mean, I'm just saying. You said you were paid 2 weeks ago, and I don't know. But we got some great items in the store. You can just buy a sticker, put it on your
Hmm.
forehead, and
Wow.
Christmas is coming up. Got to get
Hmm.
some gifts for your people. So
Hmm. Yeah, but
You
And
can
we don't have a Pinterest. We have an Etsy.
Etsy. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can shop our store on Etsy. DeMarcus, and did you know we got a Patreon?
Yeah. And we about to record an episode for that thing right after this. Did you know it was
Yeah,
$3 a month?
yeah. And I'm gonna tell you about me going to this restaurant.
Mm.
Me going to
I'm gonna
this
tell you about this
restaurant.
yacht party I went to.
All right. Well, we got to go ahead and go there. DeMarcus, are there any final words?
Um, Today we've talked a lot about black women, and uh, I want to expand it in this moment to women in general. While men may carry the seed of life, the like women have the gate to the world. You know, we cannot do this alone. So support the women in your life. Support Black women. Advocate for Black women. Advocate for the Black women in your life that are close to you that have done you right, and you know, I think that's my final word. I think that's all I got to say.
All right. That's a good final word, and we'll see you next time on Black Geek Energy. Goodbye, everybody.